Hello peoples, Michael here, casting a game 4 between Red Terran on the top left corner, Silence, and Blue Terran on the bottom right corner, Dzerzhinsky. And this is game 4 of the grand finals of the Mixed Fruit in-game tournament number 11. And currently the score is 2-1 for Dzerzhinsky, and if you didn't see previously these two games, you should definitely see them. All three of them were very interesting, and well, we can see players chatting here just a bit. This is their fourth game, and I think this was played very late in the night, so both of them are very tired, so perhaps their concentration is also not at their highest level possible, so well, I expect really interesting games, so we'll see what will happen. And in the meanwhile, this is largest map on the ladder pools at the moment, and I think it is also a largest map that can exist in StarCraft 2. I mean, largest by the number of the fields that the very map contains. So I don't know if there is perhaps some GSL maps. I'll have to check that out, but I'm pretty certain that there is no possibility to have bigger map than this is. And as we can see, players spawning on cross positions, so we can expect a lengthy macro game. So we'll see how the players will react, but bear in mind that they both said they are very tired and they can't play very much, so maybe a game of starvation, and maybe one player will try to make the other one even more tired and play some psychological games to try to win this series. So nothing out of the ordinary so far, but we see that Dzerzhinsky isn't taking his guess. Perhaps he'll go again his famous mass marine strategy. In one of the games he built only a lot of marines, and one reactor starport was pumping out medivacs, so it was really nice strategy. And well, I won't spoil it anymore. I suggest you view all the previous games, because this has been really a great series. And we can see that Silence doesn't he does know where Dzerzhinsky is, but he doesn't know what building he has at the moment. So and Jer is will be going for a faster expand. That is the reason why he took this guess a bit later. So and in the meanwhile, Silence is building a factory. Perhaps he'll go again some Banshee play or not. We'll see pretty soon. Perhaps Dzerzhinsky will try to control these Elnaga towers that provide a vision across the center of the map, and it can watch for enemy movement from his base to Dzerzhinsky's. And some of them, perhaps they were lagging, so Silence was clicking his control groups. So we can see Dzerzhinsky going for 1-1-1 build, and he just added on a tech lab and start producing a siege tank, and he cancelled his starport. Interesting. In the meanwhile, Dzerzhinsky is producing out of 3 barracks, I mean out of 2 barracks, and 1 barracks will be complete in just a moment, and this command center is done, and it is becoming an orbital command. And lack of map control here for Silence. He is going for some heavy units, I mean the siege tank, that gives him higher firepower but lower map control, and he's moving out right about now. But I think that for now Dzerzhinsky is quite safe, but he only has marines in his army, but I think that this single tank shouldn't be a problem, so we'll see. And he will of course see exactly what's going on, because he does control both watchtowers. And this command center just landing, and note that Silence still doesn't know, he has no idea what's going on inside Dzerzhinsky's base. And here comes the first push, and well, Dzerzhinsky is not ready for this because this bunker is empty and siege tank sieging up. So nice positioning by Silence, but he doesn't know about this group of marines here, and you can see Dzerzhinsky spreading out his marines, and he'll try to break the siege really soon by attacking from two sides. And no, he's not moving. Perhaps he's waiting for another production cycle while repairing his bunker with these two SCVs. So he's looking pretty safe now, and not he doesn't have any losses so far. So he's just drawing fire by these two marines, and actually two of them did great damage. I think they killed 2 or 3 of the Silence's marines themselves, and Silence not rallying up his army in front of the Dzerzhinsky's base. Just he's rallying his army just in front of just in the middle of the map, and in the meanwhile he's researching blue flaming aliens, and this can be interesting because Dzerzhinsky is going only marines, and the blue flaming aliens can be devastating combined with these siege tanks. And well, really interesting containment. And now second siege tank joining, and the focus firing the tank and attacking from both sides, and this containment will be broken by Dzerzhinsky while suffering really minimal losses. And we can see 1400 lost minerals for Silence and only 500 mineral loss for Dzerzhinsky, but he is macro as a bit of, we can see this orbital command has 150 energy, and that could be mules or even supply drops, as we can see here. He already used one, and of course this orbital command doesn't have he has excess energy, and so Silence is scanning, but he decides not to continue this pressure anymore, and decides to expand himself. So Dzerzhinsky a little bit ahead, and I think that he'll try to get even more ahead by building a next command center here, by taking his third. As you can see, he's killing these destructible rocks at the moment, and this SCV will most probably build an command center. So I really do expect a long macro game here by those two players, and this series is pretty much even, and both of them can go ahead. So I guess they will both play really. They'll be as careful as they can be. So we'll see, but they're not much active, as we can see on the APM tab. Oh, this is better. And the APM tab, they're not APM spamming, and Dzerzhinsky has really low APM, and he is known about it. But like I said, he's putting that low APM to a good use, and so now again Silence moving out with a lot of Hellions and 5 siege tanks. So this is a force to reckon with, because Dzerzhinsky does have air advantage that these two Vikings give him, but these Hellions are very powerful, and in the middle of the battle they can sneak past defenses and devastate your mineral line, or just draw fire from siege tanks, because they are light unit and they can take some beating from that siege tanks. So and Dzerzhinsky didn't research his siege mode. Oh no, what a blunder! His siege mode is only halfway done, so this will be really difficult to defend, and these Hellions are blasting through that marines, and like I said, these Hellions are going to burn all those poor SCVs, and a lot of workers dying, while the siege tanks are shelling this orbital command, and all of the tanks are sieged up, 5 of them, and 6th even joining the fray, while siege tech by Dzerzhinsky is way late. Wow, what a blunder! And he could lift off this command center, but he left it. I think that Dzerzhinsky just gave up this game. And here you can see how a small blunder, a result of being tired after a whole night of playing StarCraft can, and he is even shooting his own barracks. He's really, I think he's really mad at himself that he forgot to build this this siege tech, and this siege tank bad rallying point, so he dies for nothing, and I think this is GG. Silence's number of tanks is just overwhelming, and whoa, I really expected some really long interesting macro game, but one blunder from Dzerzhinsky cost him this game, and I think that he's now taking his time to recuperate what he has done and to try to psychically prepare himself for the next game, and he's not even trying to provide some resistance. He does have his command center here set up, but he's just making units. He's not even using his mules. So I'm just waiting for a moment that he'll GG out of this game. Really, I don't know. A nice micro move. He's towing here. He's dropping and picking up this tank, and he actually managed to defend. I cannot believe. But this Expo is dying for no apparent reasons. He could just lift it up and save it, but well, Dzerzhinsky still has 2 bases running, but in the army tab he's way behind, and of course in units lost tab he's almost he lost almost double the resources the Silence did. So still, well, I am a bit negative, but I think that there's no chance, and another wave of Hellions and siege tanks from Silence is coming in, and a really interesting mix. And it was the right response for Dzerzhinsky's siege tank marine tactic, and also 2 Thors here, and I missed this 3rd expansion while I was being busy by watching battles going on here. So one final push from Silence. Thors are tanking the damage. 1 Thor goes down, but a lot of these Hellions are adding up the damage to that already damaged siege tank, and they are going now for the kill of those SCVs, and finally Dzerzhinsky surrenders, and we will soon proceed to the game number 5, the last game of the series.